Hi Rock-afire fans. Today I'm going to do something different for you. You know, I've been running my premium subscription service now for 3 years. We've had a lot of fun and I produce hundreds of videos that you've never seen unless you're a member of my premium subscription service. So today I'm just going to go back and find the earliest premium subscription video that nobody saw except my subscribers, and I'm going to give it to you today. It's going to be sponsored by somebody who you know though. Somebody who's going to pay for you to have this for free. Isn't that the American way? Isn't that what you wanted all along? Okay, so the video that you're going to see today is at the very beginning or near the beginning of the Bear-A-Dise show Repair. So you're going to love that. Everybody loved the Bear-A-Dise show Repair. In fact, that's what started the premium subscription service 3 years ago, so that everybody could see it. I just didn't have time to film it unless you were willing to pay me for it. But now you've been waiting 3 years. Let's go back and show you the first one for absolutely free, sponsored by the Carpetbagger Doll. That's right, the Carpetbagger Doll, produced by Creative Engineering, is on sale again for a limited amount of time. And you can find it at the link in the description. So go to the link in the description, see the Carpetbagger Doll, and see if you need one. Okay, that's what I'm going to suggest you do. And meanwhile, if you do that, and we do sell a few Carpetbagger Dolls, then I'll do some more free videos back in the early days of the video premium subscription club, okay, that I started that you haven't seen because you didn't buy them. But you can get them for free if you like buying my merchandise, okay? And this guy is good luck. I want to tell you something. As bad a year as we've had in 2020, when I've needed good luck, when I've needed to turn my bad luck around into good luck, I've looked to my Carpetbagger Doll. This guy comes with positivity, humor, humanity, kindness, everything you could want in a doll. And in his little package here, he has a special secret magic potion that turns bad luck into good luck and helps bring good fortune to your life. So, with that said, here it is.
It's back, Bear-A-Dise is back, everybody is back, it's back, Bear-A-Dise is back, everybody.
Alright, let me show you what I got here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tim has come to help me with the Bear-A-Dise show today.
Finally back at it again.
And he's got other stuff in here too. Let's see what you got.
I was going to show you, I took the new paints you ordered,
Yeah.
and I made a color chart.
Oh.
These are the new paints, and these are some of the old paints we had mixed before.
Well,
so you can get like an idea of the relative colors.
oh, that's nice. Bring it over here and show everybody. Let's see if you can see this at home.
These are the new Monster Maker brand paints.
Yep.
These are the 3 flesh colors.
Yep.
And that's a brown. And these colors here are the same as these. These are the old colors we mixed out of the latex and the pigments. These may end up being too red or too terracotta colored to suit us.
Okay.
So those are just for reference, so we can maybe hold them up to the
Yeah.
other characters and see which color match we like the best.
Okay. I tend toward the tanner color for Billy Bob.
And these paints, from what I've used of them so far, they seem to be more stable than the homemade paints. They don't come out of solution as easy, and they're easier to work with, just all the way around. They are thinned already, so that's just fine.
I guess the question will be, how expensive are they to use that way?
Sure.
We're talking about Monster Maker paints for latex. We've always mixed our own latex paints, but I decided to go for it and just see what Monster Maker paints are, and so far we kind of like them.
This is Billy Bob, since I've put another coat on him.
Oh.
What I did was I started with the medium flesh here. I gave him an overall coat of the medium flesh. It's a little hard to see in the shadows. And then I came back and highlighted him with the dark flesh.
Oh, okay.
And now to my eyeball, I almost like everything a shade darker, but
yeah, it's looking a little pale to me. Let me show the folks at home what we got here.
I'd almost like to see his whole head covered with the dark flesh, and then something slightly darker yet as a highlight.
Yeah, I tell you what, let's take it inside and hold it next to the Billy Bob inside and see how that looks. I'm thinking it's going to be a little light.
Here's our friend here.
All right, let's see.
I'm not quite finished with him yet either.
Yeah, good. And you know, you did something that that I wanted my artist to do in the early days. I wanted him to give me a bright yellow beak.
Sure.
Now I know there's still some dark shading that can go on him.
Yeah.
But I always wanted him to have a comically yellow beak.
Of course.
But my artist wouldn't give it to me. No matter how many times I asked them for a comically yellow beak, they said, no, we want him to be dirty looking. I had to fight with my artist. It was like a political thing.
I noticed in the book they had the some of the teeth as being brown instead of white too.
Really?
Probably for the same reasoning. But that's not too bad. The browns seem to be more or less okay.
Yeah.
Now the picture I took the other day was of the short-beaked version. And his contours here are a little different. So I had to go online and look at some videos to see where the lines came together on this.
Okay.
And the feathers cover up like 80% of this anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah.
That's coming on decent. This one may be a little too terracotta at this point. This one hasn't changed too much since you last saw it.
Now see, I like this color better than that color. See, that's more the color I want. When you say terracotta, are you talking about this color?
Yes.
Well, then give me terracotta.
That's I think that's this color.
Really?
Right here.
It's hard to tell, isn't it? It doesn't look like that color.
I believe that's the one. Is this one? This one?
Well, this looks more like the colors that I like. Now, is there a reason that you think that this Billy Bob mask shouldn't be that what you're calling terracotta?
Well, that's how I had it before, and it seemed just too. See, this is the original color here that I had it before that.
Yeah.
It just didn't quite look right.
Well, it certainly looks pale to me now.
And that definitely looks a little too pale to be real flesh.
Yeah.
This is getting closer. So I'm thinking maybe respray it this color, and then we might have to mix a custom color to do the highlights, maybe.
You won't just give me terracotta?
Well, I mean, that's what that was.
Hey, well, why did you take that off? I thought it was looking
good.
good.
It just looked too dark.
To
It was
who?
too pink or red.
We didn't hold it up next to...
I can't remember. You looked at it, and you weren't really happy with it either.
Oh, but I didn't ask for it to be lighter.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I
This one's just tough, I think, because it's so big. You know, it's hard to make it look correct.
Okay.
But
Let's take it in and take a look at it. Let's bring in Mitzi as well.
We can do anything we want to do there.
Yeah.
And Mr. G here, he's pretty plain, so all he needs is I got to put in the rest of his teeth. But
What's all this stuff in his eyes? Is that...
that's just where the gloss from where I haven't brushed it.
no, it looked like spider
Oh,
webs.
probably, yeah. It's those little tiny spiders.
The spiders have taken up
On
a
the
home.
size of like a pinhead.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's looking good. I also want to compare this to the mask I really like that Andrea did last year or 2 years ago.
Okay.
And so yeah, let's bring them in and compare them.
We got to do tongues yet, which we haven't done.
Right. Tongues are easy.
And I brought back your tools for boxes. And we also made this is the beginning parts of the template for routing the plexiglass.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
I ran into a little bug in that I need to put a spacer on top of here because my router face runs into that lump right there. So I need to cut a little piece of like 1/8 inch something and glue on there with holes so I can slide the router all the way over that and not hit it.
Yeah.
But that gives you an idea of what it does on the edges. I haven't cut that yet, just this part.
Okay, just this part
This
here.
part and over here.
Okay. And not this?
Not that. That's where that was bumping into that.
Okay. Yeah, so Tim's trying to come up with a way of using a router to make those speaker brackets rather than the way I've been doing it, which is to pour plastic.
And these,
But the jury is still out as to which way it's going to go.
this is on a low speed on the router, so if you turn the router up to the high speed, it tends to cut and make a better finish. I was just cutting it on low right there. So
Okay.
I'm thinking once it's on high, we ought to be able to achieve a good enough finish. We can take a brush and some cement, that clear stuff, and just brush it around, and that'll fuse that surface and make it all glossy and nice, just with one pass.
Okay.
So then once this piece is cut out, then all we have to do is cut the hole out. With,
I don't know how you do that.
Well,
I can't wait to find out.
we just take this piece and drop that down into a piece of plywood that has this hole in it, or on a plate with some wedges, and then the plate we drop it into has the hole pattern. We just do the same thing on the other side with the router
Okay.
and make the hole.
I think it's going to be easier. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm thinking it's going to be easier to perfect my plastic pouring technique, which is really crummy right now, and pour these suckers out of plastic. But I'm hedging that theory.
Yeah, it's nice to have options.
Yeah, we're having option. And by the way, you're not the first person to suggest. No, you are the first person, but you're not the last person to suggest that we use a router to make these things. One of my fans came in for a tour, Bill, in Austin.
Yeah.
And Bill gave a little speech about you ought to be using a router to make those things, you know. But for him, it was a lot simpler. He didn't have like a major. He said, all you do is you just take that piece you made, okay, stick it with double-sided sticky tape to another piece that's close to the right size.
Yeah.
And bada bing, you just
that's sort of right.
router it off.
Tape
Okay.
wouldn't hold that though.
Won't hold it.
Tape's
Yeah.
good for wood.
Yeah, you'll find it's harder than it sounds.
Yeah.
But these guys all make it sound easy. I'm the guy who's actually trying to do it.
This plastic is going to have a little more force against the router, pushing back than wood will, because wood is a little more compliant to the router bit.
Yeah.
This you have to really hold it. When I waded into this with a router the other night, I had this in the vise and started routing, and I couldn't believe it. It was like within a couple of seconds it was snowing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We got to get him a video camera. Really, look at all the work he's doing at his shop, and there's no video of it.
It was funny. There was stuff in my hair and my ears.
See, that's what we want to
Little bits
see.
of plastic.
We want to see stuff in Tim's hair,
The largest
as long
dandruff
as he
ever.
still has any hair.
And this, I just
He's obviously not watching my videos, or he would have known about Bill and the router thing.
I made this the other day for punching these holes. So you stick that in the vise, and then you can get this down, put that in there, and punch those without bending the surfaces.
Oh.
And it fits down in there like that too. So when you're punching it, you got some solid backup.
Yeah.
You're not getting that flex on the sheet
Yeah,
metal.
I like that.
You can have that one back. That's the other hole size.
Oh, okay.
And this too, for that matter. If you're
Was
gonna
that one that I punched a long time
Yes,
ago?
apparently.
Okay.
You said that had the earlier socket size.
That's right. It's a 1 inch instead of a 1 1/8.
And this was the pattern. You were mentioning you thought that the holes were getting a little out of whack somehow.
Yeah, and you know what? This
Was that placement or was that diameter? Or
This
both?
is, oh, that's the old pattern. That's why
Yes.
that's in the wrong place. No, here's what I was talking about. I was talking about these holes on the back.
Okay.
You can see that this hole here is off to the left of that hole. Very clearly, right? I mean, you duplicate it exactly, but you can see that this hole is further left.
No, I really can't on this one.
You're kidding. It's clear as mud. Look.
It's a little left on this one.
Yeah, it is, and in this
These
one
look
too.
kind of vertical to me, but
Well, it's off a little. Okay, let's show everybody. What we're talking about is these holes here. This hole is further to the left than this hole, and it's clear to me that it is. It might only be, 10/1000ths of an inch, which, it isn't killing us. But I just wanted to make this a little bit more accurate.
well, part of the problem with your pattern here being this paper,
Yeah,
that the holes have gotten bigger every time you use them, and some of these holes are fairly sloppy.
yeah. And when you use it, you just use it to punch a spot,
Well, actually,
right?
I just stick a Sharpie through and make a Sharpie mark. I don't even punch through it.
Oh,
And then I punch on the Sharpie mark.
I see.
And then I pilot drill it with a really tiny drill first, so that the holes don't wander when I'm putting the full-size drill through it.
Yeah.
But
Now,
you can see this is
Now, one thing though is that these are easy to make. So if you use one of these 10 times,
yeah.
make a new one.
This has been used at least that much.
Yeah.
Maybe twice that much.
Yeah.
But we could conceivably even make a metal one if it was a problem.
Yeah. I don't think it's that big of a deal or big of a problem. All right. Well, so let's first take a look at the colors of the masks.
Okay.
So we're gonna look at the colors of the masks.
Okay.
Let's go.
Cool. Billy Bob, the main one, do you think? Fats?
Why don't we take them all in?
Okay. Now, would you be comparing them to the ones on the stage?
Yeah.
Okay.